What's up? Welcome to the No Mongo Podcast, a weekly show about all things skateboarding. My name's Rick Beta, and this is March 20th, 2024. Hope yours is a good one, or if the day's over, hopefully it was a good one. You can follow along on social media at Rick Beta, that's RICKBATA, or email the show, nomongopodcast@gmail.com. I'm already rubbing my hands. I'm like, let's see. I mean, just as the 49ers are making some off-season roster moves, lots of heavy hitters were making moves of their own in skateboarding. In-season-ish. I mean, it's not SOTY season, which is probably the only season in skateboarding, but it's in-season-ish. But starting off with TJ Rogers, who announced June 11th, 2023, stating that he's no longer riding for Blind. Remember that? He left the company that had riders such as, this is in the past, of course, such as Mark Gonzalez, Guy Mariano, Sean Sheffy, Jason Lee, Rudy Johnson, Chris Markovich, Kevin Romar. They even had some up-and-comer who kind of is sticking around in the game, Yuto Horigome. Anytime I say that, it seems kind of weird that he used to ride for Blind. It just seems so long ago, but it wasn't. Anyway, but there was a lot of riders over the years. So he left that company, which was founded in 1988. But honestly, it had taken, a slow and gradual decline in popularity. We all saw this. We all know this. It wasn't a surprise. TJ leaving was basically he left a skeleton crew. Which, in fact, I mean, they now have the same amount of riders as, I guess, recent startup Sci-Fi Fantasy. Take that into consideration. That's pretty crazy to compare, right? So anyway, long story short, it wasn't that shocking to hear about his departure. We all knew it was only a matter of time, but it was definitely accelerated with the whole dwindle debacle going on. TJ saw the signs. He looked around. He's not a dumb guy. He decided to give them some deuces before it got worse. And then he went on to ride blank boards for about 9 months. But that is until recently it was announced that he was joining the Mafia. That's right. TJ Rogers is now on Skate Mafia, and my first thought that came to mind was, duh. I mean, of course he's on Skate Mafia. Duh. Talk about a perfect match. I mean, I don't recall saying anything about this back in the day on any of my podcasts, or maybe even around back in June. It didn't even dawn on me actually, from what I recall. I don't think I remember making any predictions from what I recall. In fact, I just might go back and edit in me saying on an episode around then that I may or not have mentioned it. Just cut in something that makes me seem like a total genius for the day. Actually, you know what? I can record it right now. Hold on a sec. This very second. Let me. I'm going to flash back here in my mind. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay. We're going to do this. I'm going to edit. I'm going to record now, edit back to the previous episode. So here we go. If I, quote unquote, we're going back in time. If I had to guess where TJ lands, if you had to put a gun to my head and made me, sweat out a prediction, I'd have to say he joined Skate Mafia. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a perfect fit for him. He'll blend right in with the crew. He's got that contagious smile. It'd go over well in the van, the vibe. So yeah, that's my prediction. TJ Rogers is going to join Skate Mafia. And you know what? I'm even going to up my prediction. I'm going to tell you the exact month he's going to do this. You're like, what? No way. Get out of here. Well, actually, let me take a quick moment to channel this thought, this deep. Okay, this is coming from deep. Let me just take a breath. Focus. He will join Skate Mafia, the Skate Mafia team, in March of 2024. And that's my final answer. So we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but then again, I could be totally right. We'll just wait and see. Okay, I'm going to end my quotes there. There we go. Yeah. See, I'm going to go back and edit that in. I'm looking like a genius. No one's going to remember this episode. They're going to remember the one I talked about, oh, yeah, Rick predicted that. Going to sound like a freaking genius, man. Don't tell anyone, though, okay? This is just between me and you. All right, anyway. So, but real talk, though, This is such a solid move for Skate Mafia. You know, as I mentioned earlier, he's got the vibe, he's got the skills, he's got the fits. And most importantly, I really feel that he will be able to pick up, I'm going to do it now. Oh, mine's butchered. I think he'll be able to pick up the SM hand sign pretty quickly. Mine looks bad. I'm glad I'm not doing video right now. I just can't do it. Can't do it. It kind of looks like an S&M. But anyway, so yeah, on that note, actually, it got me thinking. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't want to be that guy. I hate to be that guy. I don't want to bring anyone down, but since we're keeping it real at the moment, because I just tried to do that hand sign. Oh, here we go. That was a good one. SM, baby, SM. I hate being that guy. But only since I'm keeping it real, I have to say this. This move isn't complete. No, it's not. I personally don't think it's 100% official that he has joined Skate Mafia until he throws up that SM hand sign. Right? He can't join the crew until he completes that task. I watched his welcome to Skate Mafia part, and not one hand sign was given. Not even from any of the other crew. Yeah, so I hate to break it to you, TJ, and TJ fans, most importantly. It's not official until we see that S&M, that hand sign. Until then, I'm going to stick it, here, I'm going to put it right now. I'm going to stick it under the pending approval. All capital letters. Pending approval, in my opinion. It's not. But my tip, though, the hand sign, it's all about hiding the thumbs. That's the hard part. I have to hide my thumbs. I don't know. So, yeah, anyway, TJ Rogers, he's pending approval on Skate Mafia. Once he does those hand signs, it's going to be official. Then I'll be really excited for him. But, until then, we don't know. This deal could fall, it could fall apart, slip through the cracks. Maybe he doesn't know how to do the hand sign. They'll be like, you know what? No, this is a bad idea. Our bad, TJ, I don't know. Maybe check out Blind again. Yeah. But seriously, though, how in the hell did we all not call that move? That was a no-brainer. We all could have looked like geniuses and not have to go back and edit in stuff on old episodes. And notice how I'm kind of looping you guys in. How did we not notice that, you guys? How come no one told me? How come no one said nudge, nudge? Rick, Skate Mom. I'm sure probably in the slap boards. Probably was predicted a long time ago. There's a lot of smart dudes on there, smart gals on there. But no one called that, right? None. We're all going to be honest here. Hands up. I didn't call it. Not that I recall. But, of all the moves in skateboarding history, think about it. The one that could have made any podcast host look like a genius would have been, TJ Rogers' Skate Mafia. No one would have shut that idea down. It's perfect. It's his density. Destiny. But really, though, congrats, TJ. Pending approval. Now let's see, like I said, those S&Ms. Let's see you flexing those, and we'll all be able to carry on living our lives. And I'll be waiting, unfortunately. I hate to say no pressure, but this is actually pressure. Pressure. But in the meantime, go watch TJ's intro part. It's 4 minutes, 47 seconds of your life. That's all he's asking for. See if you can count the number of tricks he did on a blank board. I didn't count those, but I wrote down them all. How many tricks were done on a blank board? But TJ, he's a really good skater. Yeah, and I think he has a bright future in skateboarding. That's my hot take of the show. Quick H2O break. Because there's another heavy hitter on the move that made a shoe sponsor leap. Torey Pudwill, who rode for, did he even have a shoe sponsor in my notes? Because I can't remember. Who did he ride for? He left DVS in 2016. Which shoes has he been rocking since? Have I seen him? I don't think I've seen him in Vans. I think I've seen him in Lakai's. But Nikes came to mind. He's been skating Nikes, right? So he's just probably been getting flow? Or was he actually on the team? But anyway, that's all in the past now. Because he's riding for a company by the name of P448. And is there a cooler way to say that? P448? P448, P to the 4 to the 4 to the 8. No, come on, Rick, what are you doing? But P448. So before that announcement, I had no idea who this company was, their target demographic, that is. But all I got to say is they are obviously big enough for Torey to announce on his IG page. Get this. I'm going to pull up the statement right now. Hold on a sec. All right, here we go. This was 6 days ago. New sponsor at P448. Proud to announce my partnership with P448. After too long being on a path of unbreakable dedication and untold commitment, the stars have aligned with P448 as a new home that believes in my next chapter of skateboarding. Do not underestimate the fire within me, fueled by a determination that now blazes brighter than ever. I carry with me the legacy of decades spent shaping the industry and refuse to be defined by others' limitations. I am privileged to lead the skate footwear R&D under the guidance of master shoe designers embraced by a high-fashion footwear family crafting top-quality footwear out of Italy. I am excited for the incredible opportunities that lie ahead. Thank you to everyone who has supported me on this journey, leading me to this moment. Heart, peace, or it's either peace or high five, of course, that emoji, at P44XT. So I think he tagged the wrong person at the end. But that's a mouthful. And does Torey sound a little pissed in that post? I mean, what did we do to Torey? Who did what to Torey? Who hurt Torey where? Why are you yelling at us, Torey? Quote, do not underestimate the fire within me. I can picture him saying like this, like, do not underestimate the fire with me. He's kind of poking your chest, like, do not. All he needed to add in was like punk. Yes, this whole thing is missing punk. Like 3 or 4 punks. You want some of this, huh? He's looking around. Like, where's Mike V at? I don't care. Bring him on. I'll take on 4 Mike V's. All him and his Karyumas. Bring it on. Yeah. Now he's a straight competitor, man. P448 versus Karyuma. What you got, Mike? But do not underestimate the fire with me. I mean, no contraction needed. Message is heard loud and clear, my guy. This is on all us, right? Our bad. Didn't mean to underestimate you. I hope you guys don't mind me looping in that too, but I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't sound like Torey in this message. Like, it doesn't sound, any of the various 9 Club episodes I've seen him. It doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like him. The stars have aligned with the P448 as a new home believes in my next chapter of skateboarding. I get that, but do not underestimate the fire within me. That was kind of like, whoa, fueled by a determination that now blazes brighter than ever. Okay. So, I mean, the good thing is he's privileged to lead the skate footwear R&D. Okay. Under the guidance of master shoe designers embraced by high fashion footwear crafting top quality footwear out of Italy. So you know what that means, right? Italy equals $signs. But I don't know why he was so upset with his shoe options. I mean, refused to be defined by others' limitations. So was he saying Nike was limited? No, Nike limited his limitations, if that makes sense. But the good thing is, he's going to be in the R&D department. He's going to lead that bad boy. Torey is leveling up. So it makes sense to me because he's probably getting paid too, which is good. I'm like, hell yeah, TP. You get that money. You get that opportunity. We're not going to underestimate the fire in you. No, we're not. Not even Nike either. Punks. I mean, that's all you had to say, dude. We're good now. I don't even mind the yelling. You were just emotional. You're just fired up. Somebody pushed that button. But looking at their website, so this is us.p448.com. It does look like some more D is needed because as of this recording, I'm only seeing 11 products options on the website. 11. And I think the shoes he was skating in that post were about, they were all in around the $300 range from what I recall, and I can't remember where I saw or heard that, but I think so. But yeah, those shoes are not on the website, Torey. So they need more D. But I guess if I had to try out one right now, like, Rick, you got to buy some, dude. I'd be the Monolay Tux Blacks. $298 for those bad boys. 3 Kyle Walker shoes, that I should probably stack those instead. But I can maybe try those. Those kind of seem up my alley. I mean, even if they are kind of a hiker style shoe, I mean, I can make it work. I'm all about the quick lacing bungee feature. It's from their website. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of R&D in his future. This guy is going to be busy crafting the next best shoe from P448. And let's just see what happens, guys. That's all we can do. Give him his props. Hell yeah, don't underestimate him ever again. Dude is fired up. And that's all you can ask for someone. Well done, dude. And much like his fellow Red Bull rider, Ryan Sheckler, who after 26 years recently decided to leave Etnies and go skate for Mark Wahlberg's company, Municipal. Now, if you don't follow Mark or are unaware of his brand, just know that, how do I describe this? Mark Wahlberg has been all in on this brand for the past few years. His IG page is a walking billboard. He gets it. Marky Mark is all in. It's about that time. It's all in. And getting Ryan on the team, I think it says a lot about his taste. I think it says a lot of his taste and his vision of the brand. It's not the current brand. They're not bringing Ryan on for this current stuff. They're thinking, yes, it's touted as a lifestyle brand, which tells me, that kind of Ryan is on board to help with the fitness side of things because he's in that. But I think it's because he's bringing in a huge loyal following from skateboarding and his Life of Ryan days, of course. Mark Wahlberg knows what's up. It's not just a random move. He didn't just throw darts and go, yeah, let's do it. He picked him. It was purely calculated. And whether that means that Ryan will also get a lot of R&D for a potential, dare I say it, SB shoe on their side of things, I could see that happening because I just kept thinking, why? I mean, or maybe it's just Ryan's like, you know what? I'm at the tail end of my career. I got to start looking at, I'm going to be golfing more. But I think they're bringing him in for something bigger. As I said, why else would Mr. Wahlberg make this move? Is he looking to kind of tip his toe in the skateboarding world? I mean, everyone says it. Do we need another brand? I mean, I don't know. We don't, but hey, whatever. I mean, his track record is pretty successful. So it could happen. They got the money behind it. I get the R&D. You got Ryan Sheckler and say, dude, build us a shoe. Will that happen? I don't know. But all I know is I like what Ryan said on his post is that he's, it's been so long since he's been a free agent, quote unquote. So he technically rides for Municipal, but my guess is that he's going to spend probably the next few years trying out all the available shoes out there. Doing his research, the big R part of his development, his R&D. And then implementing his version for Municipal to sell one day. I said, that's a stretch, but why else would he be added to the team? Why else would he suddenly leave Etnies after 26 years? Like, see ya. He's had him since he was 7 years old. That was funny. I was watching the skate line earlier. I was like, he's been as soon as he could tie his shoes, he's been with them all. Yeah, that's actually true. But I mean, maybe he's just looking for a new direction, or he was given an offer and freedom. That's the other thing. Freedom he couldn't refuse. So I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Probably give him another year. Is that how long you think? Maybe a year or two? I don't know. I could see Municipal jumping in the skate shoe game. Will they survive in the skate shoe game? That's a totally different point. They could probably jump in and try it out. Will they be embraced better than Kariuma? Real talk, though. Would you accept Municipal over Kariuma? Maybe. Would it be better accepted than, Asics? Which I went on their website before the show, and I couldn't find any of their skateboard shoes. Are they hard to buy, or are they only in skate shops? They will at least get the same type of reception, though, is my guess. But, we all know the shoe market is flooded. It's flooded at the moment. And both he and Torey are going to have to put in the work to make it all work. And I think, they got the right people behind them. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Another great off-season pickup was done by Tulip Skateboards. They're based out of Japan. I think they've been around for a couple years. I've never heard of them. But they landed this young ripper by the name of Tokiya Imamura. And that was back in January. And I've never heard of him or the board company before, stumbling upon them on the Free Skate Mag's YouTube page, their video. But I am an instant fan. Instant. Tokiya's Tulip part, it was about 5 minutes and 9 seconds of epic skating, pure style, and like 90% nighttime footage. I mean, we all know how hard it is to get like clips in Japan. And I know how difficult it is to skate at night, at least for me. I was never a fan. It always threw me off. I never liked it. I always ended up getting pissed off and just storming out of my night sessions. But anyway, what I like most about this was the gnarly opening trick and ender. The nice gnar sando. Dude opened with that massive nollie flip down those 7-Eleven stairs. And those are the same ones that Yuto, he did a 360 flip down them, right? Now, either way, it's huge. And with a nollie and that like rough tactile paving right before it, he had to pop much earlier. I mean, with an ollie, you have like split second of that roll, and as you move forward and your front wheels kind of lift off in the pop motion. So you have that, but with a nollie, you don't. If you don't do it right, your nose gets caught. I don't want to get caught up in that business. Hell no. And then he also had his ender, the hard flip to board snap down the 16 set. Insane. What? And you have to pause a couple spots at 445 and 454 for the alternate angle. I'll give you a moment to check in. I mean, look at the height that he's at after the catch. I was like, what? I mean, no wonder he like snapped his board. I don't even think a VX could withstand that impact. Get some insoles, some FP insoles from Ryan. Oh, and it's at night. So ridiculous. Which got me thinking, like, honest question, does anyone actually like skating at night? I'm talking out of choice. I mentioned a few moments ago that I was never a fan. It always threw me off. It messed with my depth perception. Had me spitting on my board at the end of the night. Just pissed off. I did not enjoy night sessions. I don't do them anymore. Does anyone truly, really, absolutely love skating at night? Or, much like in this video, I assumed it was all done out of necessity. Not by choice. No way in hell could they get those clips of those spots during the day. Nope, they last, 5 seconds. Security kicks them out. So they had to skate at night. And I guess for the people that live in states with extreme temperatures, I get it. I understand the need to skate at night when it's cooler. I get that. But for me, just because it was done at night, that hard flip for me was 2 times harder to do. Double the difficulty for me. This kid is so good. I'm an instant fan. And here's what the names I wrote down while I was watching it. I saw flashes of Sue in him, some Kalis, maybe even some Yuto, and dare I say it, Nyjah in him. A lot of the tricks he did, I should say, they had a mix of all their styles. He had a great mix of all those. Great, well done, Tokiya. Hope I said your name right. And I have a feeling I'll be talking much, much more about you down the road. I guarantee it. I can't wait to see more footage. Don't wait too long, okay? I already miss you. And finally, shout out to the people's journeyman skateboarder, Ryan Lay, and his epically latered. It's dropped 4 days ago, has 163,000 views, and appears to be a great success for the Vice YouTube channel. Yeah, this was a Vice project, you guys. We just saw some gifted hater in there. It's like, what? Gifted hater on Vice? What? And although I had the pleasure of speaking to Ryan on the show, I haven't met him in person yet. But I already know. I wouldn't be able to keep up with with hiker Ryan too. Can't keep up with skater Ryan. And now I got to add, I can't keep up with hiker Ryan as well. He's out there with a through hiking pace of 35 miles a day. 35 miles a day. That's it, Ryan? Oh, that's it, dude? I average about 16,000 steps a day at work, which is just under 8 miles. And I'm exhausted by the end of the week. By the end of the day, I'm just like, oh. It builds up though. It's accumulative. So Monday's fine. Like today, I'm hurting. Like it's Wednesday. I'm all right. Now I'm starting to get a little tired. It's Thursday, and by Friday, I'm like, damn, so glad I got my insoles and this and that. Ryan's out there doing 4 times that like it's nothing. What? My plantar fasciitis and even my calves say, nah, I'm gonna pass, dog. I'm tapping this one out. You go, Ryan. You go, Mr. Lay. You go. I'll be over here. 35 miles a day. And when it was all said and done, oh, well, spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear it, if you want to watch it, the video was about, what, 20, I think it was 24 minutes. Did I already mention that? If you don't want to hear it, turn it off now. But he completed 175 miles on his trek. Had a 24,400 feet of elevation gain. Oh, dude. And he was saying, hey, I have to do these trips because I need to miss skateboarding to really appreciate it. And then at the end, he's like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. You think, Ryan? You think, dude? 175 miles. Woo! And then of course I'll say, that's it? No, but seriously, that deserves, you know what? Deserves a standing ovation. Yeah, and I'm not just rubbing it in because I can stand because I didn't walk 175 miles. It's just respect. You inspire me to kind of kick up my total steps per day now. Kick it up to what? What should I shoot for? 9 miles a day? Still a lot. Don't laugh. It's all about baby steps. Literally. Anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you next week.